Testing 1 2. Testing 1 2 3. It's good coffee. Howdy everyone. How do you do? I'm Jerrel. Welcome to the live stream. If you don't mind, I'll just prepare, make sure all the hardware here is in order, and make sure that lighting. I'm going to adjust my green screen, storage behind my green screen, save space. Let me just get my microphone stands that are casting shadows here. I was recording music. I need to adjust my lighting rig over here. No big deal. Okay, it's good to see you all, whoever is around out there, floating around on the internet, if you're watching this after the fact. Hey, welcome. Today I'll be doing some testing on Guardians and Metal Exterminators, and I'll be taking down notes on any adjustments and balancing that I need to do in order to prepare the game for launch. And I'll also be doing the same for Undertakers. Got an apple cider coffee here. It's quite nice. So, if the music is too loud at any point, please let me know. We can get that adjusted. So, I have left my note-taking device here. I generally have a device for taking notes. I might just go ahead and grab that. I will return just shortly. I've left it outside of my recording studio. I'll be back in just a moment. Hey, Steven, how's it going? Thanks for letting me know. I can't really tell what's going on. How's that? Is the audio better? How's that? I haven't balanced the audio for the new tracks. I'm just going to go ahead and start one of these. We'll start that mode. So, let's see. No. Let's see. How's that? Ah, it started without me. 2 seconds. I'm not ready yet. I'm not on TikTok. I swear I don't use TikTok. I'm just going to send this message here. Okay, alright. So, as you can see, all the graphics are upscaled here. It's B to use the shield, but you can see there's some things that I need to adjust. Like you can see the character, the sprite actually wobbles a bit when she uses these shields. That's something that I'll have to make adjustments for. So I better grab my document actually and go ahead. So I'm playing through a capture card and there's a significant amount of delay, so this mode is extra difficult. So when I programmed Guardians and Metal Exterminators, the particular, I call them the game units. When I programmed them, there is actually like sort of simulate. There's like an added challenge so that your responsiveness in your character's sort of end lag corresponds to the speed that's going on screen, as if it's to simulate like the clock speed sort of being adjusted in a hacky way, if you know what I mean. So as the game speeds up and the enemies and the projectiles speed up, your character's able to respond faster. There is a specific limit to how fast that movement could go, but in the upcoming version for the Switch, I'm actually going to be increasing that limit. So what are the command prompts here? What's it? It's reset and exit. That's supposed to say plus and minus. So I am now going to take some notes on that. Hey, Elenon, good to see you. Chance Paladin, good to see you. Okay, so sorry guys, I'm not on TikTok. I'm taking notes, as I was just saying. So I'm at the stage now where the core primary work is done, and now I'm going through the game. So I'm finding things like this, where I say, oh, that says A and what direction am I pointing? That says A and B when it should say plus and minus. So I'm going to put that in my notes right now. Here we go. I have a lot of documents on here. There's a lot of work that I do simultaneously. Let's see. I'm scrolling through the list. There's so many. Okay. Here we are. I found it. Don't worry. Okay, so first we're going to say game units, button prompts should say plus, minus. Okay, and the Oxa sprite wobbles left and right. Okay. Yeah, we're playing the Tiger Electronics version now. I would like to be able to play this properly, but I don't think I can through the capture card. So what I would have to do is like run it straight out of the Switch into the TV and like split the signal. So I don't know what's going on here, but for some reason it's not exiting when I know this was exiting before. I know this worked before. See how I'm pressing plus, it's not resetting. I'm pressing minus, it's not exiting. And so I'll have to put that down and saying after game over, buttons don't respawn. So I need to see what is the situation with that. So I'll have to manually just start the game over again, and then we'll head over and play the other game unit then, and then we'll take some notes on that. So this is the process. This process is a bit more like because this is already a finished game, I've already done significant work when it comes to testing and applying fixes to problems. So it's not like I'm going into this red hot. When the game was brand new in development, that was extremely difficult. Right now I'm making adjustments due to the changes because this is an HD remaster. I've had to redo every single graphical component. There's a significant amount of programming that I had to do. There's new menus. I had to, I got hit by that. I had to reprogram things. Down. Okay. How are you guys doing? I hope everyone's well. Are you playing Mario RPG? Let's see, Chance, Steven, I'm so excited for this. I'm hoping I can avoid that bizarre bug I hit on 3DS that glitched me out of story scenes. Luckily, thanks to everyone that was reporting and explaining what was going on, I was able to fix that. So any bugs that people have reported have been addressed. And that's especially thanks to everyone in the Discord, people commenting on YouTube videos. There's a subtle effect here that gives this a little bit more sort of visual relatability, and that there's a shiny light source, like a bright light source that's actually like very slowly, but it's moving around. You see that bright spot on the screen? It's sort of shifting around. And I know it's hard to tell on this capture card. The capture card's not very good. But it shows imperfections in the plastic. The glossiness of the plastic has imperfections in it. And that shows up. I mean, you can kind of see it right there, right? You see like imperfections in the shininess. And that shows that there's a difference between the top plastic and then there's that reflective material underneath, as they both reflect differently. And I think it's small details like that that help it feel like something a little more tangible. So something like that is interesting. See, I can't exit. So what I'll do is I'll reset again. It hit a dead end. So I'll just show you, like, it's so fun looking at this thing in handheld mode as well. I think it's just so fun, you know. Okay, so let me manually reset that again. I've taken my notes. I was talking so much I wasn't really paying attention. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to run a test, because this was working before. So before I get a game over on that, I'm actually going to make sure I can reset or exit from there, because in a previous build it was working properly. So, okay, so let's open that up again and enjoy our coffee. Chance Paladin, there needs to be a left in the card difficulty mode where you can barely see anything. Oh no, when you get your Tiger Electronics game and it's kind of like the screen's all messed up. That's sad, you know. But hey, I mean, at least it's not your Game Boy, right? Like, these things only cost, what, 15, 20 bucks? Which is, you know, if you think about it, that's kind of a lot of money, honestly, for what you're getting. So I'm going to press plus. It does reset, so it works. But for some reason, when you get the game over, I know what's going on. So the buttons that because originally you had to use the touch screen. That's what's going on. Originally, you used the touch screen to restart and exit, and then once your character is defeated, it no longer receives button inputs. And I've grouped together the logic for resetting and exiting. I've grouped that together with the A and B button, so I'll have to fix that. So Gold's, okay. So you can see there's one frame of animation is wrong, where Gold, his sprite shifted down. So I'll go ahead and fix that. Gold, standing, shoot, sprite, wobbles. There we go. There's a typo that says quabbles, but that's fine. I'm going to leave that in my notes. I'll know what quabble is when I see it. That sounds like a high-level Smash Bros. Tech is quabbling. Steven, you're playing Super Mario Bros. Wonder on Switch while I watch your stream. That's awesome. I have not got to play Super Mario Bros. Because a couple days before I picked up Sonic the Hedgehog, and I used up my allocation of free time. So now I don't have any free time. So even if I picked up Mario Wonder, I would not be able to play it, which is unfortunate. So here's a little bit of a spoiler, but base will be obtainable through in-game story. So you won't need Code Linker for base. There will be 2 characters brand new that you won't need Code Linker for. You play through the story and you'll obtain the characters as playable. So you can see that the heads-up display has been moved. Your weapons are now, I don't know which way I'm pointing here. Your weapons are now over here. I'm just going to get out of the way. I've got everybody's way here. So you can see you can select and upgrade your weapons. Something I need to do with the icons is all of the item icons are still black as they were in the 3DS version. So I need to change the 3DS version so they have this glow, indiglow color. So I had to redo the entire heads-up display to format it for a single screen form factor, and also instead of everything being black as in the original 3DS release, there's this nice indiglow, and I wanted it to feel like those cool 80s watches where you push the button and it has that indiglow and it illuminates, and it's this very gentle green glow, so you can see your watch at night. You can use your calculator at night if you need be. All right, I'm going to go ahead and pick up my, let's see, I'm going to save some money here. I'm just going to take the camp knife. And for some reason, that icon, it just shows the wrong icon for some reason. I'm going to take my notes there. Let's see here. Item, shop, purchase, icon shows just like the same icon no matter what you buy. Let's go ahead and put that in my notes. Okay. Mega Player, you are by far the most underrated game dev in general. Oh, that's really nice. I appreciate that. Thanks. I hope you get into a Nintendo Direct or something so more people see your games. I don't know what the process is for that. I think it would be really cool. Okay, so something's gone wrong here. See how it's just saying character? So there's some faulty logic that's occurred, and now it's not displaying the character names, which means that the game ran into an issue, and it's sort of stopped at a certain point, saying, I don't know if I should go beyond this point in terms of programming. So, yeah, I don't know if I'm supposed to reach out to Nintendo. I don't know what sort of the financial agreement is for any kind of advertising like that, but no advertising is free. There's always a cost, and I don't really understand that. So I'll take my notes real quick, and I'll leave you here with this scene so that you guys can appreciate what's different in this HD remaster. You can see like the tin cans, the wooden boxes, everything is high resolution. They're now using advanced physically based rendering. What is up with that tree? We got floating tree over here. We got sword and shielditis is what I call it. It's not. No, I'm joking. You know, we all made fun of trees with sword and shield, but it's, you know, I'm not going to disparage my colleagues in the industry. So I'm going to take a note because I've just noticed that I've got floating tree syndrome over there in the middle of the screen. Look at that. That's pretty funny. Okay, floating tree in campsite. I'll know. Can I take a photo? Can I take a photo in OneNote? If I click there. Okay. I'm not seeing a way where I can just take a photo. I'm gonna hit the plus. Ah, haha. It looks like there is. I hit the plus button in OneNote. I'm gonna hit allow. I'm gonna snap a photo of this like that. Okay. I'm going to crop that. How do I? Okay. Yeah, confirm. Great, done. Okay, awesome. Hey, this is cool. So check that out. When you take notes, you can just take a photo, and it's right there in OneNote for you. So that's great. OneNote is one of my most valuable tools for development when it comes to conceptual notes and stuff like that. What else did I need to... Oh, I was gabbing away here. Okay, so I need to put character names. Didn't refresh, which meant there was faulty logic somewhere. Okay. Bought and finished Prelude on Switch and really enjoyed it. Oh, thanks for that, Winslow, man. I really appreciate that. Was sad with how short it was, but to see how long a Silver Falls game could be is amazing. Did you get the 100%, Winslow, man? So there's if you answer all of Million's text messages, then you can get to the Million's workshop. And then you have to take his gun from him. He has a gun, like it's like on a box next to him. Before you talk to him, you have to take his gun, and then if you do those, then you'll get 100%. You'll get to explore the. Did you get to the mountain area, Winslow Man? And then there's Game B as well in episode Prelude, so you can play as other characters. Right now, it only can connect to 3 Down Stars and Undertakers, but I am working on an update for episode Prelude, which adds more more stages for battle mode and for more characters as well. The damaged Game Boy difficulty modes would rule. Mine looked like it had been through 2 wars. Well, we know that the Game Boy can survive 1 war. I'm not sure how it's rated for 2. That might be a bit much, but I'm pretty sure the Game Boy is rated for 1. At least 1 war. You really, Winslow man, you really enjoyed the story of GBC. So, I would love to be able to share that with you, but I don't have a build ready. So, unfortunately, um, Galaxy Bound Curse DX, which is going to be a full remake, total from the bottom up remake, all new visuals and everything. It's coming to the Switch. That's kind of a bigger title, so I can't work on that right now. I just need to get some of these releases that take less time. I just need to launch them so that I can bring revenue into the studio, and I need roughly 3 to 4 months to finish Galaxy Bound Curse DX. And I know people really enjoy that game because people tell me all the time that that's kind of their favorite one, and it's just got a vibe. I really wanted to focus on the vibe of that. And it's interesting to me because I grew up playing Game Boy, and I thought what would be like an interesting experience is something that we can do as adults, is we can sort of sit around and we can hang out at a bar with our friends, and we can enjoy a drink, and we can celebrate something like, oh, our kid, our friend had his first kid. That's something that you can enjoy in real life. But to see it on the Game Boy, I think it's like a bittersweet clashing of our childhood and our adulthood coming together. And I think that's represents us going back and playing the Game Boy, especially when there's a new game for the Game Boy. Okay, so I am running into an issue, see. So I think the problem is there's something that maybe I haven't formatted correctly with the base character, because you can see the text has not refreshed. Where it says the victory conditions? So if you press plus, that'll go away. You don't have to, oh dang. Oh no, I didn't want to spoil this. Okay, so for you guys in the stream here, this is an exclusive look. There's a new cryptid that I designed that I didn't want to spoil for anyone, but it's called the Bifurcator. That's the Bifurcator over there. He's got big bifurcators on him, and then we have these new hardcore creatures as well. The hardcore cryptids knock you back a pretty obnoxious amount. So you do want to try to avoid the hardcores. You have your standard wolves, but these bifurcators are now the strongest cryptids in Guardians and Metal Exterminators, and they just want to give you the snip, is all they want to do here. So I hope you guys enjoy this accidental leak. I didn't want to accidentally leak those. I wanted you guys to enjoy that. So hopefully, I don't know, maybe can you just forget about it if you guys saw that new enemy? Just forget about it. Don't worry about it. Are you going to make a OneNote game? I like OneNote too. I don't know. Can you? What can you do? Rashad Z, hey, how's it going? Thanks for coming to hang out. When I play Deathly Delusion Destroyers, this is what I imagine's happening. Is this sort of battling in chaos? Yeah. I think I'm going to bring... So I'll just confirm it with you guys here. I think I'm going to bring Gaiden Deathly Delusion Destroyers and Ruby River to the Switch, because I ran polls, and the overwhelming majority of people want to see it on the Switch. And largely, I think that's because people in Europe didn't get it. And people have been contacting me, since the announcement when all the political turmoil started in Europe, and we lost our ability to launch in Europe. So people in Europe have been telling me, they're saying, man, I'd still really like to get these games somehow. And I just feel so awful that I couldn't get the games, people. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to switch characters, and I'm going to see if it starts working. So sorry, base, but I think I broke something with your character. So we've got Oxa. Let's see. We'll go to the character select. And it is working. So here's what's gone wrong. So whenever I set up a new character, I have their prefab, and it's an object that contains their character model and any points at which they need to attach weapons. If it's a game that's going to have custom equipment like hats, glasses, shoulder pads, that character information has tether points for all that stuff. I must have not defined something for base. And so when the game looks for that tether point, it's saying, there's a problem here, we should probably stop because something's going to go wrong. I think, okay, I'm going to select this because I haven't tested this. So if it crashes, I'm going to have to grab that unit out of the dock very quickly. So if I jump, it's because it crashed, and I can't let you see too much. Okay, So okay. Oh, I wanted to be Wilma. Dang. Yeah, you can see my stats. These are Wilma stats. So it loaded the characters, their stats, but the graphics it loaded in Ox's models. So Wilma is the other character that you'll be able to unlock through story in the Switch version. So, you know, if you guys enjoy Deathly Delusion Destroyers, you'll get to spend a bit more time with Base and Wilma. I don't know if... No, this isn't set. If I click that, it's not going to work. Yeah, that's just... Okay, so Brand Steelhide is going to be available through Code Linker. And then for everyone that enjoyed the story in this, you'll get to have more. I'm writing more story. I'm kind of a Shauna fan, honestly. Check this out. I really like the design for her. Just overall, I love the colors. I love the shirt. She's got this, you know, she's got this attitude going on. She's just so chill, and I think that's her whole thing. Is she's just chill, man. Chance, 3Ds has almost overtaken 3 Down Stars as my favorite entry. Oh, that's cool. Thanks. I appreciate that. I started to learn to code like 2 weeks. I can't wait to start working on my first game. You're an inspiration with your positivity. Hey, Dita Az, glad to hear from you, and congratulations on starting your development journey. I hope you have an awesome time. I hope you have a lot of fun, and just keep going for it, you know? Even if you're not making like your dream game, you know, people say don't work on your dream game first. What you should do first is find games that you really like, that you really enjoy, and try to recreate them. Try to reverse engineer games that you really like. You know, it's things that are simple. If you like Metroidvania, if you like Smash Bros, if you like Super Mario, your first your first dozen or 2 dozen projects should be just reverse engineering those and trying to understand what makes those games work, and then you can start working on your own concepts that are original. And by reverse engineering other games, you gain an understanding more quickly of how to make a game function mechanically. So I'm just going to pick up a weapon here from the vending machine. Let's see here. So I've got 2 short range weapons here. Lawn Dart. I think Lawn Dart is broken on the 3DS version. So if you equip the Lawn Dart on the 3DS version, you won't be able to start a mission. That shows a hatchet over there, doesn't it? Yeah, so Galaxy Bound Curse on the Switch will be a 4-player co-op. Oh, I should have been taking notes, right? I gotta put base character prefab is broken. Don't worry, we'll fix it. No big deal. Oh, but you guys want to... I know what you guys want to see. You want to see some Exterminator action. I love this. This is a nod to the 80s, also the 90s, where when we had games that came from Japan and they were translated, sometimes there wasn't enough space to display all the letters. So instead of saying Exterminator, this says Exterminator, and I did that on purpose. And I'm not saying that in like a Tommy Tallarico way, like I did it on purpose to troll you guys. I wanted to see who would notice I misspelled Exterminator. Obviously, I spelled Exterminator correctly above, but because I was so close to the boundary of the text box, I wanted to sort of maintain an even, because you have giant enemies that show up, you have other enemies that have longer names, and I thought, oh, cool, and make it feel like it's an older thing. So go ahead and pick that, and I'll let's have a look at this. Wow, I need to level up my stats because this is slow. Okay, so I need to use 4 health items. So check out the enhanced graphics here. You can see the advanced shaders. It's really much more realistic lighting on the Exterminators. And I just love this. You get to do this whenever you want. So you hold the shield button. Where's my shield button? Hold it. There. Yeah, I love that. Touch me. There we go. Someone touch me. Touch me. I should have it to where like when you get to the end, he's not frozen. That's the end of his animation. But I have it so he should like be like sort of shuddering a little bit. You know, it'd be more visually interesting and more organic looking. Touch me. This guy's got a lot of armor. Obviously, I had a bunch. I've got 2 left. So you can see the combo power now is actually more visible. What I want to do is add a sort of a visual effect where it shakes a little bit. So you see the 100%. You need to chain your moves together in order to get that to increase. But right now my Exterminator's so slow that I'm not going to be able to go with combo power. So I need to get faster moves on this bad boy. But I think I have Poison Spit? Toxic Spit? Is that the move that I've got? Anyway, I kind of like it, but it's pretty weak, so it's good to use this on a faster character who can sort of get some distance. Exterminators need moves with high force so they can knock enemies back. So, you know, there's certain moves for the Exterminator that just work better. Let's have a look at our enemies that are much higher resolution. So everything has had a graphic overhaul. You can see the ducks and the goats, but also you can sort of see the fur and the stag here. And this is sort of organic storytelling that I wanted as part of the whole series, because I don't just want to tell people, oh, here's where the monsters come from, here's why the animals are mutated. I think that's condescending, and it's very like it's kind of like really cheap to do that, to try to like inject and force all this like edgy lore into your storytelling. And I trust people to just enjoy putting the pieces together. So a big part of why I wanted the Exterminators to be playable in this, not just because I was matching the title of the game, but because I wanted people to see the point of view of the cryptids, and they are fighting against the animals. And the animals that you're fighting against, like some of them look familiar, because some of the animals that you fight here are animals that are aggressive in 3 Down Stars. For example, the stag. We saw the stag just there. Well, he's an enemy that you fight in 3 Down Stars. And you can see he's all sort of like messed up and mutated, and he's kind of jacked up, isn't he? Ooh, flame skin. Yeah. Realistically, I should have gotten Peck, because Peck is faster. Anyway, I'll get some experience points. What can I level up here? Let me see if I can level something up. So if you press the plus button, that will open and close your character menu. But here's what I need to do. So you see in certain spots now on the left side of the screen that's quite difficult to see. So what I need to do is add a background to that window. So I'm going to open up my OneNote document, and I'll put that in right there. I will say character stats, and I'll go also inventory. Needs black background, right? See what I mean? So this is why it's important to do this sort of testing, and that's what I'm working on today, is just fine-tuning, because it's difficult to see that, isn't it? So I will add a black background to that so it's easier to see. I'll hit the R button now, and I think I'll level up my attack speed. Combos are really important in this, you know, as many people have. Cool, I've got some experience point. That says I need 60. All right. No, I need 4 experience points. Why? Oh, this is good though. Okay. Yeah, that's good ability. And he can get crazy fast because you can level up that ability. So anyway, I'm just gonna get a little more experience points. Look at the metal on that. So I took great care in crafting. I didn't just use a generic metal substance or material. I created something specifically for the metal Exterminators because they are organic metal, and I wanted it to have an organic feel to it. So I wanted imperfections in the metal, and it feels like, you know, there's sort of like veins underneath that to some extent. So let's go ahead. I'll play as a human again, and then we'll sort of see. I'm gonna pick Shauna because I think she's rad. What do we got? I got a C-Bang gun. It's supposed to be, so if you've played Undertakers, you would have seen comic books for Captain Bang, exclamation mark. So that's supposed to be a Captain Bang gun. And again, I wanted to shorten it especially on the 3DS because there wasn't a lot of space on the 3DS. So anyway, I think I'm going to take the rifle, actually, because I don't have a lot of ranged weapons on her. Okay, so what have we got? Defeat one giant enemy. Great. I actually like these ones because they're not that hard. They get harder when the difficulty ramps up later on. So I have to take less than 120 damage. So I'm just going to be careful. I'm going to use my shield, actually. Oh, there was one. So when you use the shield, something happened. You see 2 of my weapons showed up. So I'm going to make a note of that. So that guy's animations are playing too fast. That's what's going on here. So we'll have to do something about that. I'm holding out a shield. See right there? So when I need to make a note, but I kind of just want to beat the boss first because I want. It doesn't matter, right? Like, it shouldn't matter that I'm in testing and whether I beat the mission and get the loot or not shouldn't matter, but it's just in my head, you know, like, yo, I want that loot though. Okay, I got health items. See, I'm gonna be smart. I'm just gonna play defensively and use my shield because I want to take less than 120. Great, that wasn't that hard. I took more than 120 somehow. Great. I need to double check that. No, because I didn't receive any damage. I guess I need to double check the logic on that because I feel like that's not right. I feel like I should have won that reward. I feel victimized. I feel targeted. I'm gonna double check that. Okay. Need a black background. I gotta catch up to the chat. Sorry, guys. Hey, Obsidian Contraption. Good to see you. Thanks for coming to hang out. Okay, so I'm gonna say shield activation needs to hide other weapons. That's what's going wrong. Is the shield is activating, and because actually that logic was designed specifically for Oxa, because Oxa's primary weapon is the cryo shield. When her shield activates, when you block somebody, her cryo shield becomes visible, but I must have forgot to put the logic in there that hides the other weapons, so good thing that's in there. And I need to double check damage receiving logic. I before E except after C. Receiving count logic. Because I feel like I should have earned that. I deserve that. I deserve it. I only got 12 moose tokens and 6 experience points, which is a bummer because the other character is what needed 6 experience points. Oh, I'm increasing the maximum amount of weapons as well. I forgot to tell you guys. So your inventory space for both your humans and your cryptids will be doubled. So because there's more characters, you should have more storage. So let's see, I got a sledgehammer with destructive vampire. Let's go ahead and see what that does. Sledgehammer down here. Oops. Destructive vampire recovers some health after breaking a vase. Sound off in the comments. Do you say vase or vase or something else? Because that's something where I actually sort of like get paranoid when I look at that word and I stop for a second. I think, yo, am I saying this wrong? Winnie is best character. Well, you know, her abilities are great. She's got a good stat spread. She's a glass cannon, which is literal because she's a firearms expert. So Winnie's... I love the idea of a very fast glass cannon that's just a long-range character. Steven, what percentage of characters are from Codelinker from games that haven't been released yet? I'd have to check, Steven. I'm not sure. But with the update, there will be 2 new characters that you get from the storyline and 8 new characters from Codelinker. And that's to future-proof this game a bit for upcoming titles that won't be released for a while. And then there will be 2 new cryptids that you will obtain through the story mode, and then 8 new cryptids from Codelinker. So I've doubled the roster. There's double the amount of humans and double the amount of cryptids. But on launch day, there will only be 3 new humans and 3 cryptids, as I need more time to work on the other characters. So the cryptids themselves The new ones that I'm adding all have ridiculous rigs. I mean, you guys were here for the sculpting. You know, you were here while I was creating those characters, and some of them are gonna need ridiculous rigs, and it's gonna need more time to animate all of them. And I don't want to rush the character writing and the story writing for the 10 new characters. I don't want to rush that, and it's quite it's a highly focused task to write Silver Falls stories, because I need to remain focused the entire time, and I need to keep in mind the history of the characters. I need to keep in mind their relationships, and at each point in the games, the characters are at different points in their relationships, and that's extremely, extremely vital that I keep all of that in mind when I'm writing these stories, because as we all know, you guys and I are all massive fans of other things, so you know how irritating it is when you're watching something and your character is suddenly broken. Like you're watching your favorite, movie or TV show, and you think, wait a second, that character wouldn't say that. That character wouldn't do that. Why did that character act like that in that situation? That's so out of character. It's so frustrating. And that's why it takes so much care and effort to write these stories for Silver Falls. And I don't want to rush writing these stories for the next 10 characters. And if I were to try and get all of the 10 characters in, I would have to rush. And I don't want to do that. So I'll launch 3 characters now, and then I'll update the game in early 2024 and add the characters and the new cryptids in as well. Steven, you tore through everything as a Winnie on 3DS. Obsidian, oh, Steven, you say it like vase. Okay, cool. I say it also vase. Steven, you dig the retro UI. Hey, thanks. I really wanted it to feel like a LCD game. Well, obviously the game is meant to look like an old Tiger Electronics game. And so the original 3DS version, it used black, and I wanted it to look like black LCD, which is why the icons are just solid black. The item icons are solid black, every single element. But for this, because the environments the entire game takes place at night, and I didn't want to put like bright backgrounds behind everything. It just didn't have visual cohesion. I originally tried keeping the UI black and then putting a bright glow underneath it, and it looked just awful. It was just horrendous. I'll pick our main man Ghoul here. Whoop! Did I pick the wrong character? Oh, right, I'm on page 2. If you have, see now there's pages, but it doesn't refresh the character names. I better type that into my notes now, and I will fix that today. We'll switch over to the LCD for anyone that hasn't seen it, and then I'll show you guys Undertakers as well. I'm so excited about Undertakers. It's not the same game because Cabin Defenders is huge. It's really, what you're really buying is Cabin Defenders for the Switch. That's the brand new content. It's substantial, and it obviously includes the original Undertakers, but I don't feel right. Like, I don't feel good selling people the same game again and again. I just don't like that. It's not a business practice that I respect when companies copy and paste a game and they say, here, idiots, give us your money again, morons, buy it again. It's so disrespectful. I really can't get behind that attitude. And so that's why with Undertakers, I've pushed so hard to create this massive brand new game mode. So really, Undertakers on the Switch, it's really Cabin Defenders. That's the new game. It's brand new. That happens to include the original Game A and Game B from the 3DS and Wii U. So I need to put in character, select, page, refresh, logic. There are my notes. Here's my notes. Switching to gold here. So there's going to be more visual details. You can even like see the fabrics and the sort of the minute details on the characters' clothes. This is such an absurdly, ridiculously small detail here. Gold now has his earring on his left ear, which I had to look up on the internet, and it is permanently in my Google history, is which ear do straight guys wear earrings? And I feel weird that that's in my search history, but yeah, Gold has an earring on his left ear. He's got a hoop. It's such an absurdly small detail because the camera never really gets that close, But it's kind of things like that I wanted in the original. Check out the materials on this. I'm still working on the materials a bit, fine tuning it, but I really like how the gold parts of the Electro Blaster catch the light. I want this surface to be a bit more metallic, more metal. But those things take quite a bit of time just fine tuning and adjusting. And right now I have more important things to do. I'm going to find out what happens if I buy a skill soda. I don't think I've tested that in a while. I love the long claw. So what I'm going to do is, guys, relatable, right? When the vending machine has two of the same weapon. So I'm just going to move off screen, and I'm going to see what happens if I buy a skill soda, and I need to see what happens. Ooh, I also need to check what happens if I add a skill. So actually what I should be doing is farming for moose tokens, because I need to see what happens. If I push a button and like the UI element shows up somewhere wrong. I'm going to move off screen for a second. I'm going to press the X button. Got special regenerator for today only. So that's showing up. That icon showed up for no reason. And I think I need to disable that. Because it showed up when I purchased and whatnot. So disable icon when buying skill. And I have a feeling that annoying icon's going to show up when I get a. That happened with the skill soda. I think if I add a skill to my weapon, that weird icon will show up as well. So I'll make a note of that. So, Stephen, I don't think you need to add anything when moving from 3DS to Switch. HD visuals and the ability to buy it now is enough added to justify the remaster. Oh, thanks. I really appreciate everyone that's supporting me. But it's a big deal for me to not abuse that trust, because I know people trust me to make games that, to the best of my ability, it's going to be the best game that I can make. And I don't ever want to abuse that trust, because that's what big companies do. Big companies know that we'll just buy stuff because we liked the games that they made, and so they can put less and less effort. And unfortunately, we have this mentality where we think, well, we just got to keep supporting those developers. Eventually, they'll make the game that I really like, and they keep taking advantage of us, and it's so jacked up. I don't really feel like defeating 40 enemies. I don't have a loadout right now. Look, I don't even have an A weapon on this save file. What save file is this? Just kill me. Just kill me. I don't know where my A weapon is. Oh, hey, I can show you a bit more of the enhanced visuals here. So you can see the barn is, there's more visual detail in the barn. You have this now eerie fog that's, like a three-dimensional fog that really adds something to it, to the environment. It just gives you that vibe. I don't know if you guys can hear the new music or not. See what it's funny because I didn't originally have this low camera angle in here, so actually all the animations were set up to just look ideal from above. So it's some of them look funny, some special effects look funny when the camera is lower, because all of those animations and special effects were optimized to visually express what I wanted from above. There's so many. This is really creepy, right? There's like just imagine that, like, you're running around this ranch at night, and then you've got these like 7 these metal things just chasing you down. What a delight. Oh, guys, check this out. I finally implemented this. So you know how Gold and Oxa have to encounter the mechanic, and the mechanic gives them the spiel, find me the machine parts, I'll build you a tool. But in the original 3DS game, I was so crunched for time. I had absolutely no time. I wasn't able to program the logic for that. So Gold and Oxa just started the game with their weapons, but I fixed it now. So now Gold starts with a gun, and Oxa starts with a cattle prod. And they don't get their signature weapons until those events with the mechanic. And the mechanic says, bring me your machine parts. So yeah, check it out. She has the cattle prod. She doesn't have the cryo shield yet. So there we go. I was able to address a bunch of things. You need a skill soda. I think, unfortunately, like, people's games are often like a piercing view into someone's soul, and I think my games are a view into my soul because problematically, like a lot of the stat boosts and skills from the Silver Falls games come from eating snacks. And I think people can. You play a Silver Falls game, and I think you understand what I'm all about. You drink a soda, and it powers you up. You get skills. You eat, a spicy snack, and it makes you shoot a gun better. So that's kind of where my headspace is. That's kind of who I am. And I think, I think people can get behind that. I think deep inside of us, there's a snacker deep inside of all of us. They're kind of expensive, but they last the whole day. But each character can have their own skill soda. So if you go to your character select, it should say what your skill soda is, right? So Gold bought one. So let's see. Shauna doesn't have one. What? Oh, I'm on page 2. It keeps starting on page 2. I need to fix that. See, if you highlight your character, it tells you what your daily skill soda is. Every time so I'm on page 1 right now. I'm going to exit, and then I'll come back in and I'll see if it says page 2 again. It does. Why is it doing that? Why? Okay. Let's go ahead and put that in my notes as well. So we will say a character select starts on page 2. For some reason, I'm going to put FSR. That's in my notes. That's a very important technical term when it comes to game development, and even like astroengineering, like nuclear bomb building. When you are taking your design notes, it's important if someone puts FSR in there, it means for some reason. And it's important to designate when something occurs for some reason, because it's BS. It means something's happening for some reason, so it's good to put FSR in there. I don't have any other characters right now. I think I've picked a different save file. Now I'm gonna exit. I'm just gonna try and see if I booted the wrong save file here, because I had more stuff. Oh, you know what might have happened? So you know how Base earlier, his character situation, it caused an issue. That can cause your save data to load incorrectly, because it'll save on top of it, and then it'll just jack things up. Let's go ahead and see if it's any better, and then we might actually switch over to Undertakers, and we'll have a look at Undertakers for a bit. So yeah, there's 5 new tracks. I'm very excited about them. They've likely been playing as I have been testing here. I can't hear it because it's running through the thing, but you guys can hear it. Okay, I'll open that up. Uh-oh. Oh, this is Wilma. I've selected Wilma. Okay, so I go to page 1. Wilma also has an issue. See, Wilma, the new batch of characters, I obviously didn't do something correctly. You can see Oxa has her cryo shield here. I need to adjust her cryo shield. So her particles are rendering in local space. So local space means that your particles stay attached to the object which is generating the particles. And as she swings them, they stay attached. I don't want that. That doesn't look realistic in this situation. Also, that's a very basic effect. I picked a very basic effect so that it would reduce the memory leakage on the 3DS. So I need to put that in now, is to revise Oxa cryo shield effect. And I think this is the same effect that is used in 3 Down Stars as well. Okay, so I want it to where it leaves a trail of, cryo smog. So Oxa's very fast. Shotgun, long call, SMG. I just need to check the SMG because I think it's still too slow. It was supposed to be fast, and I've messed up. Check out how shiny the cryo shield is. I dig that. I'm not into women's clothing. I'm not, but I'm not saying anything bad about it. But I am saying that I really dig those earrings that I made for her. Obviously very 80s. I'm not saying that I would wear them. But if I had, like, a lady friend, and I needed to get her, like, a gift, maybe I'd get her those earrings. Boy, that's so vain. That's so vain. I made these earrings here. Wear them, you know? Um, I just think that they've got a neat 80s... They got a real 80s... A genuine 80s vibe to them, you know? I don't have enough money for the SMG, so I can't test it. Maybe I should just sell something, you know? Who in the comment section has sold a game that they just... They regret so badly? The one game that I can't forget for me would be Haunting Ground. Oh man, I traded it in for like $8 store credit. Oh, it was brand new. I only had it. I had it for like 2 or 3 months. I don't know why I traded it in. I was probably trying to get a DS game. Oh, I'm so angry at my past self. So, I'll sell this one. L. I need to make sure. Ah, the confirm sale button is in the wrong spot. I'm glad that I'm doing this. Confirm sale button is in the wrong spot. Cool. David, hey, where did I scrolled a little bit here. Oh. Snare Mori. Hi, thanks for coming to hang out. I like how the menu borders are blurred just on the inner side. Oh yeah. Because I wanted it to feel like the old watches. You know, you push the button, and then your watch glows a little bit, and it seemed like a nice way to get that feeling that it's sort of shining light inwards. You know, and it's these small visual cues that sort of mentally allow us to time travel a little bit. You know, without even consciously thinking about it. So I want to make sure I got my 20 tokens from that. I did. Good. I'll buy the SMG. Now I can test it. Again, I need to get rid of that icon for some reason. Keeps showing up. I'll check my save data and make sure Gold still has his daily skill. Again, it's gone to page 2. Yeah, it's there. It's behind me, but it's there. Okay. So, let's go to start a mission. I'll be Oxlade. Use 4 healing items. Easy. So here's how you get experience points. Certain characters start out with pretty like horrendous stats, right? If you see a mission like that where it's like use 4 healing items or whatnot, then your lower level characters use them for the mission so that they can just get they can complete a mission easily. Don't use your weaker characters for the missions where it's sort of, you know, like defeat 40 enemies. You're gonna have a tough time with that. Alright, the SMG, okay, it is faster than the pistol now. I didn't want it overpowered, you know, but don't use pickup weapons. Yeah, I can do that. That's easy. Okay, this is... Again, I need to... See, that health item was hard to see. It's black because it's using the 3DS graphics. So I need to convert all of the item icons into this blue glow now. So I'm not supposed to use that. If I want the bonus, see, don't use pickup weapons, I'll go ahead and skip that. Okay. If you would, obviously you want to increase your attack speed. The SMG is balanced to where you have to obviously increase your character's attack speed, otherwise it would just be OP, you know. Here we go. So, I don't want to get hit by the radiation here. I'm just looking. Oh, I have cryo spray, I think. No, flame spray. Okay, cool. You see the combo power? But the flame spray is not good for building combos. I got to 120% that time. But I want that number to sort of shake a little bit so it feels like a tangible power increase, and then it's more visually eye-catching. This is a health item. I'll use it. I think I need one more. Yeah. Cool, right here. Yay, what did I get? I didn't kill any... I didn't kill any enemies, so I didn't get any money. I know I'm testing, but I'm so disappointed because I actually generally wanted the money so I could do more testing. I need to test adding a skill to the weapon. So I was busy just gabbing away. Oh, I want the space sword. David Klein, you sold your entire N64 game collection when you were a kid. Oh, don't say that. Why? Did you want like a GameCube or something? Why would you do that, David? Why? You regret selling all your retro consoles. Yeah. I mostly gave mine to friends. I don't think I've never sold a console. I've usually just either like sold them to friends or given them to friends. Um, okay, so I'm just in a little bit of shock right now. I need to check the wolf's animations. I think the wolf's animations are not right. Whoa! See, that's a problem. Okay, that's a problem. Um, I'm not. I was gonna make a funny joke, but I'm not gonna disparage other game studios, even if they are sort of corrupt AAA studios. So I will not say anything disparaging, even though I wanted to make a funny joke just then. Um, I'll just take my notes and I'll say that I do need to fix the wolf's animations. Fix wolf player animation root motion. Here we go. That's kind of problematic, isn't it? So let me just see what skills pop up for him anyway. We got flame skin and acid spray. Okay. Oh, I'm adding one or two new attacks for the cryptids as well. I do like this guy. Snare Mori, is this world at all similar to Fallout? No, I don't think there's any similarities really to Fallout. If you make the RPG game, please don't make the level grindy. Oh, it's not really like that. The story mode, you can just complete it without having to grind, because that's how I like my RPGs. But if you want to like overpower the enemies and like make your characters ridiculously OP, that's up to you if you want to grind, and that's your reward for playing the RPG. You know, that's you get to play your way. But it's massive. The Silver Falls RPG will be the biggest Silver Falls by far, because every single game in the series in the past and for the foreseeable future will have code linker content in the RPG in the form of a sequel chapter. So Road Past Guilt will allow every single game in the series to have its own sequel in the form of a standalone RPG chapter. It'll have its own environments, playable characters, its own save data, and it's going to be massive. And in those, they are going to be, you're going to have to, that's like the frontier mode. They're called frontier chapters. So it's like, you know how Silver Falls games tend to have a frontier mode. That is that. So you get to spend as much time as you want leveling up and powering up your characters and getting new skills and abilities. So do you guys want to have a look at Undertakers now? I'll just buy. Oh man, I need something. I need something here. This is not sustainable. I need more equipment. My monsters don't have any equipment. I only just unlocked him, you know. So. Oh, I need to up. I can finally up. Oh, that attack speed's really good. I can finally revise Gold's shooting effect as well. I better put that in my notes. Gold shooting. To right. You can see there's a trail here. It's like a spotted trail. And that's because on the 3DS version of the game, if you generate too many particles within a certain amount of time, the game crashes. And this doesn't look like a lot, right? This is not a lot of particles being generated. But if I were to increase the number of particles that came out of this gun even by like 2, then the 3DS would crash. It would crash out every single time. So this is what it looked like, because if it looked like any more advanced than that, the 3DS would crash. But now that we're on Switch, that's meant to look like a straight line. It's meant to look like sort of a line of electricity moving forward. So now I can do it because we're on the Switch. So what do you guys think of the graphics so far? Are you sort of feeling the vibe here? Are you enjoying that? I'm really happy with this vending machine, but I'm not happy that the user interface has to cover the moose. I'm a little bummed out, but that's just where the UI lands, you know. And the only other option is to like show the vending machine without the UI first and then have the UI come on, but that's quite vain, because then you're kind of saying like, ooh, look at my handsome moose for a second, and then you're just forcing people to just wait a couple seconds before the item shop opens, and that's kind of irritating. So we're just going to have to accept that we won't really get a good view of our moose now. And there's some things in life that you just have to live with like that, you know. So, hey, I'll go ahead and boot up Undertakers. Let's have a look at that. Oh, you know what? Before I do that, for anyone that missed it earlier, I'll just start this over and I will show you the Tiger Electronics inspired mode. So originally when I was conceptualizing, Guardians and Metal Exterminators, originally the game was going to be just the 2 Tiger Electronics style game units. Yeah, I'll do golds. So originally it was just going to be this, and I realized there was an opportunity for storytelling because this was a moment in time in Silver Falls that we hadn't explored yet, and it was with characters that really needed their own space in order to tell their story, and I didn't want to waste that opportunity. And so I thought, okay, well, I'll create a third game mode and I can tell a bit of story in there. And then the scope for that grew organically in a way that I think it let me tell these characters' story in a fun way. And it's also more of a laid-back title because the horror games, and especially like certain, like 3 Down Stars, can be kind of stressful, you know, and it's quite tense. And I wanted it. It's kind of like a high-demand game, you know, because it's a survival horror. And I wanted a Silver Falls game that was a bit more chill, and that's what this is. So it's very hard playing this mode. I'm not bad at my own video game. It's there's input delay on the capture card is what it is. All right, let's switch over to Undertaker. So there you go. We'll go ahead and fix that up as well. Okay, so you can see that's so close to being ready to launch. So I'll spend the next day just fixing up all these bits, doing more testing, making sure everything is addressed, and then I will be submitting Guardians and Metal Exterminators. And with Undertakers, I need a day or two to finish implementing all the new skills that I've designed, and then I'll need a few days to finalize the testing on that. So I'll head over to Cabin Defenders, which is the big draw here. I wonder if I can just grab another controller. It's in my studio, and I've sealed my green screen, which means I'm locked into my studio now. So if you just give me a second here, I'm just gonna... My breakfast is off to the side. I actually do need to eat something, or I'm probably going to fade. I'm going to fade out the way that Marty McFly fades out in Back to the Future. So I'm just going to eat something off camera a little bit. So this will be 4 players. This is Undertaker's Cabin Defenders, totally ready. I need to open my document for the notes for this as well. So I'm going ahead and open those notes now. Task list. Here we go. Whoops. Oh, this is funny. There are 2 things. There's 2 things on my task list here. I can see one from last week. Enemies need to be stronger overall, and then I can see one from 2 or 3 days ago that says enemies are way too strong. So there you go. I'm gonna have to do some fine-tuning adjustment there. So I will say title screen. Press plus doesn't show up. There should be a message that shows up that says press plus to start. So we'll have just the one character for this testing, as I don't have my other controllers with me at the moment. So I don't have my fade transitions as well, so we'll have to bring those in here. Let's see. And it is more jumpy in terms of the frame rate because it's running through a capture card, which isn't that great. You know, it's kind of a cheaper capture card. And you have the similar sort of combat system where you can actually cancel your end lag by switching into other weapons at just the right time. And Undertakers was this Survivors mode was meant to have a very fast, fluid attack style. It was meant to feel more frenzied, because there isn't the same kind of character progression system. But now there is. So right now I haven't populated the data. It wouldn't take much to program, populating the data. I just haven't put that in yet. You can change your dude. So you can see all the selectable dudes you can change to. You can change your dude. You can change your equipment, which I need to populate the data for. Your skill comics. So I need to reset the... What's happening is I'm not resetting the... When I exit out of there, it doesn't reset the cursor position. So I need to reset cursor position. Reset cursor positions on menu mode change. Okay, and we do have this. I wanted to have it to return to the main menu. You had to walk up and go back in. Oop, I need to fix that. You can go through that. So I'll fix that. Don't worry. I'll put that on my notes. You walk back into the cabin like that, and then that returns you to the main menu. Okay, I'll wait here for small details like this guy. Just the way that the lighting hits the car, and there's imperfections. You just have that glossy, shiny bit there. I think it's just adds so much to the vibe. It just feels like this lived-in place. So I'll wait here by the campfire, and I'm just gonna eat something real quick and drink some coffee. I'll be right back. Okay. Oh, I told you I was going to fade out like Marty McFly. Now I'm not even in focus here. Come on, camera. Come on, camera. Focus up. Look at my moose. Focus on my moose. Come on. You can do it. Focus on my moose. Okay, there we go. Mooses always help you get back into focus. As I say, it's my grandpapa used to say that. When you need to get back in focus, focus on a moose. The old saying, everyone knows it. It's good apple cider coffee. Okay, let me sort of show you how this works here. So, I need to write down some notes real quick. Show inventory on hub. So very briefly, I'll just go. I could have 3 other people with me, but I'm an adult and I don't really have friends. So everyone I know is at work anyway. So let's go ahead and explore. There'll be different environments to explore. I'll go ahead and select forest, and we will see what that is like. Okay, so this is exploring. I need to adjust some textures here, like the rocks. That is tiling too much. I should make some notes. So if you want to return to the camp, you just go back to the car, you touch the car, that's your returning. So when you're exploring here, you see there's a counter that says midnight in 5 minutes and whatever. When that happens, a giant enemy appears and it will kill you. So you have to get back to the car before it kills you. So you need to explore and find materials. But right now, I need to check the item sort of procedural generating the pickup items. I need to double check the logic on that because I'm not sure I fully implemented it. So you can pick from 2 different camera angles here. You have a closer one, which I'm going to adjust. I want to be more forward facing, or one that's a little bit more, at an angle like this, which I really like. I like this angle here. Okay. I also need to check my reflection probe data for my reflections. I feel like my reflections are not correct here, so I will be doing that. But this is just this creepy, unsettling, like the world is open. Oh, geez, there's an Undertaker right there. So there we go. That's the appeal of this, is that Undertakers just come out of the shadows, and that's what they are. And I thought this was a way to explore the idea of the Undertakers and the sort of the horror that they offer. This mode allowed me to do that in a way that I hadn't been able to explore before, which is why I really wanted to do Cabin Defenders. So I don't think I'm going to make it back to the car again. Right now the enemies are not balanced correctly. First aid, I'm taking it. But that's not... Okay. It crashed. Great. So let's go ahead and put that in my notes, and we'll start that over again. So, let's see. Explore. OneNote is kind of freaking out here. Explore, item, pickup, crash. Cool. Alright, so we definitely don't want that. Okay, so I'll need to explore, figure out what's the deal with that. Why is it crashing? And we will go ahead and what I will do, so you see on the terrain there, it's very flat. And originally I used this map for the Wii U version of the game for Survivor Says, but I'm going to add more detail to the ground now in terms of elevation, because from this angle it's quite flat and dull, isn't it? So I'll go ahead and work on that as well. So I'll join. Okay, so we see with the explorers, you go out, you find build materials, you find weapons, skill comics. There's all sorts of stuff. So your skill comics allow your characters to learn to have different abilities. So I'll read you, I think I've got some conceptual documents here for my skill comics. So I'll read you some of the interesting skill comics for Cabin Defenders. So you have your basic skill comics. You can equip 2 skill comics. You only have 2. You can gain a temporary boost after building, so when you build something you get a temporary power boost. You have builder agility, so after you build you get a temporary speed boost. You have builder recovery, so you recover 10% of your HP after building. Let's see, you have some other stuff here. So things like tough survivor, you gain 3 seconds of invincibility after you're hit. You have animal booster, which increases the attack power of pets. So when you're exploring the wilds, you can find animals and turn them into your pets. And so when you're here at the hub, there will be a stable, and you can go to the stable, you can select one of the animals that you have in your inventory, and then you can take them with you on a battle mission, and then the animal will help you fight whatever creatures you're fighting against, so it's good to have those. You have campfire healer, so you intermittently recover a little bit of health while you're near a campfire. You have team healer, so that when you use first aid, it also heals your party members slightly. You have Avenger energy that restores all your health when an ally is knocked out. So there's all these different skill comics that you can find and equip. And most of them will stack, unless they have a very definite effect, they'll stack the effects so you can get stronger and faster and whatnot. So it's very interesting, and you can level up the skill comics as well. So I'll just show you how battles work with the battle system here. So this is battle mode. See, sunrise, it's 6 minutes. You have to survive 6 minutes while trying to not get killed. So here's like what a basic thing I'll try is, I'll just sort of build, but you can see my build materials are being consumed. So I've got 22 left. So, ow. So right now the enemy attacks are going through the wall, which I don't want. I don't want them to do that. The projectile's going through. Okay. So I need to address that. I'm dying. I need to make sure that the enemies aren't able to attack through the walls. So I will have to put that on my notes as well. This guy. Oh. I'm gonna die. I'm just going to... Okay, I killed one. Cool. I'm gonna die. There's no way. If you had picked up first aid from exploring, then there'll be a little table here. You can grab your first aid. You could grab bear traps, and then you can set your bear traps down to damage enemies. So you can build traps. You can, collect your skill comics and your first aid and your pets. So you have to go back and forth between different modes. You have to use the explore mode to find your resources and sort of build up, and that's quite fun, but you can only do it for a limited time, as you have to run out and then quickly get back to your home base. Then you have battle mode, which allows you to earn experience points so you can level up your character's stats. You can also earn good quality skill comics from here. And then you have giant battles, and with giant battles you chip away at a giant enemy. Eventually you'll get killed and you have to return to your home base, but you do giant battle a bunch of times, and eventually when you've chipped away enough of that boss's HP and you've defeated it, you get a higher quality skill comic, and they have more special effects that are more rare. So yeah, I need to check what's going on with enemy generation, because now there's no other enemies generating, so I don't know what the deal with that is. Is that one? There's one. Okay. Ow. Yeah, the enemies are dealing too much damage right now. So, yeah. Oh, I need to implement the music. So I haven't implemented music changes yet, so I'll better go ahead and put that in my notes. Implement skill. No, music changes. Yeah, and so far I have not implemented the programming for changing your dudes, the skill comics, the upgrading equipment. All the logic is in there. I just need to finish programming the logic for that stuff to occur, for changing your equipment and whatnot, and all that. And I've been doing a ton of menu programming, and I sort of break it up in between sort of programming waves, because it's very mind-numbing just programming that user interface like nonstop. Very mind-numbing. Okay, my fade transitions are not implemented yet. See, it's supposed to fade in so you don't see that setup of the stage there. Oh, I need more materials. See, you can also build... I need to make sure this is correct here. Okay, so you got to build a foundation first. Oh, that says... See how that says Z up top? Oh, that should say R. So I need to fix that as well. So let's go ahead and build that. I'm running out of materials. Okay. I think I can... Oh, no. I can't...
Oh no, if I could just... But if I build a roof here, I won't be able to get back. He's destroyed my foundation already. So this Undertaker's way too strong. Yeah, he's too strong. Dang it. I'm trying to bop him on the head here. So he shouldn't be able to get through like that, so I'll have to adjust it. He shouldn't be able to go... Well, I mean, technically he could because he's like a shadow, isn't he? You know, but I don't want him to be able to do that. So those are things that I'll have to fix. They shouldn't be able to do that. So I need to make it to where when you're out of material, the build prompt won't show up. So build prompt should not show up. I'll just stand up here because I don't think they can kill me when I'm up here. But they have to be able to damage the roof. So I better put those notes down now. So enemies, whether that means that they have to jump a little bit or increase their hitbox size vertically. So enemies should be, or not roof, second floor should be able to damage second floor and not phase through it. You should be able to hit them, really. You should be able to hit enemies from second floor. I think I'm safe here. This is good. Okay, let's see. And I will test the daylight transition. Once sunrise shows up, if you survived, then you earn rewards, you get your experience points and whatnot, but I need to program the logic for that as well. So I need to program logic for mission reward. Okay, and build prompt should not appear if player does not have enough build materials. Okay. Right. You know, I could exit out and just go back to the main menu, but I want to see the sunrise. I think I'll just wait here a while. Let time pass. Okay, so I'm just going to cheese these guys because they can't hit me here. And I will have to fix that. Hey, look, we have a minute. We only need to survive for one more minute. This will be the easiest mission I've ever done since they can't hit me up here. Okay. See, they've got so much health. This is way too much health, so we will have to do something about that. They are just a little too strong at the moment. So they need less health, deal less damage, because they destroyed my structure pretty quickly. This looks like it'll be so much fun. Hey, good to see you. Yeah, and with 4 people, you know, it's going to take a fair amount of balancing. So once all of, you know, I'm taking notes today so I know what I need to adjust. And then I'll have testers come into the office, and then we'll have to test, you know, solo, 2 people, 3 people, and 4 people. But you'll have to, you know, delegate tasks. Like, you need to tell someone, like, hey, you got to focus on building. Oh, you've got to focus on keeping back certain enemies, you know. So every character will have a loadout that's just ideal for certain things. And of course, your skill comics change the way that your character handles as well. Your weapons will have, well, they can have skills attached. So you want to complete missions and go explore so that you can try and get the weapons that have good skills attached. And when you use a weapon, so why you need to keep going out to explore to get more weapons is when you use a weapon, a temporary weapon, in a battle mode, the weapon breaks, so it's one-time use only. So you have your two signature weapons. Every character has two signature weapons that are always there that you can level up, and then you find new weapons in the environment, but they are one use only. You can only use them for one battle mission and they break. So you have to keep going out to explore to find new weapons. Hey, look! Ah, the sun has risen. So I need to make sure that great, I'll take some notes. I need when sun rises. Okay, so when sun rises, I need to hide the health meter and build prompt should not show up. Build prompt should not appear. Okay, there we go. So that's very productive. This is very productive. And again, these are all things that I can make adjustments to very quickly, but it's a matter of identifying all of these things that need adjusting and fixing. So yeah, and I think this will just be so much fun to play with other people, just to sit and hang out, and you can explore and just keep finding stuff. And again, I think explore mode will be fun. It'll be nice and chill until it turns out that it's midnight and the one-hit kill giant enemy has showed up. That is the new cryptid that we created on stream. So I'm going to explore. I'll just show you kind of the environment a little bit more here. And I just wanted to be able to explore the concept of the Undertakers more fully. And I think this mode finally lets me explore the Undertakers in that way. That this feels like it's proper horror. So I'm writing new music for these modes as well. So the music that's playing now is just a placeholder. I think it's still playing the title music or whatever. But I really want the horror vibe to be present in this exploration mode. You can see it's quite dark when you're alone, which is like metaphorical. Things can be dark when we're alone. And it's quite useful when you have the other characters with you, because other people, when they're with you, can illuminate things, which is, metaphorical. But also, I made that up on the spot just now, so it sounds like I'm writing a video essay for my own video game. Alright, so I need to adjust the top camera angle so it's a bit more topward facing, so that when there are heaps of trees, you can look above. So I'll make that note now, is that the second camera angle should be higher. Should be higher above. I'm getting chased by one of these guys. I've got a gun. Ow. Die, monster. You don't belong in this world. Okay. Cool, he's gone. Alright. I'm just so pleased with how this looks visually. I'm just so pleased. Yeah. So I need to, again, I need to double check the item logic, because was that an Undertaker? See that I mean, obviously I built it to where you cast your own shadows and you start becoming paranoid when the trees cast shadows. Oops. When the trees cast shadows, you get paranoid and you start to think, uh-oh, is that an Undertaker? You cast your own shadows and you're worried it's an enemy. That was the whole point of the Undertakers when I originally conceived them. And with the Wii U and 3DS versions, I couldn't really capture that kind of horror in that particular way. I'm extremely satisfied with what I was able to achieve on the 3DS and Wii U. And now that I'm bringing Undertakers to the Switch, I get to explore it more fully. And this explore mode is what I'm really excited about, because it will give me that chance to explore that horror in that way. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed having a look at that. I'll just boot up. Let's have a quick look at Gaiden. This is super. This is a super in development build, so there's just a ton of stuff is unfinished. So we'll wrap things up, because I really need to get back to work soon. But I'll show you Gaiden. So Gaiden is also high priority right now. So Undertakers and Guardians and Metal Exterminators are the highest priority. They'll be done this week, no matter what. They'll be done and submitted to Nintendo. And then I'll be doing Gaiden, which was supposed to be a Wii U exclusive and was canceled because I ran out of time. So this will be next on the priority list. I will be bringing this to the Switch. It's a 5-player survival open world exploration crafting building game. But because I was taking the Wii U version and bringing it to the Switch, a bunch of stuff are broken, so I had to tear things apart, and then I'm just slowly reconstructing things. But it's extremely far in development, but I have to redo the entire environment because for the Wii U, I was using a very basic technology for the terrain so that it ran optimally on the Wii U. But now that I'm using the Switch, I have to use sort of different technology for the terrain, and I can get it to look very nice. As you saw in Undertakers, the environment there was quite detailed, and it was just sharp and vibrant. And so the environment in Gaiden will look like that. But there's some work that I have to do. So what you're going to see now is like super extra broken, very wonky, but don't worry about that. Okay, so I'm gonna leave my friends behind there. Bye, friends. So the camera obviously will try to average out where everyone is, and now I don't have other controllers plugged in, so now the other characters are just standing there. So this game is a combination of Gaiden Deathly Delusion Destroyers and Ruby River, if you can imagine that. So it's like playing Ruby River with 4 other people. So you'll have your own build menus. So the menus are a little wonky again because I have to reprogram them. They were originally for the Wii U, so they're a little wonky. Like, I gotta kill this guy. So the combat again looks kind of wonky because again I just had to tear it apart and then redo a bunch of stuff from the Wii U version. So if you press L and R, your menus show up. I'm not sure why that's not working properly. I'm supposed to be able to navigate those. Okay, so that's navigating. So you can select. These are items that you pick up from the environment. These are your weapons, so you can equip up to 4 weapons. You have 8 weapons in your inventory, and then 8 items you've picked up from the environment. You have. Oh no. That's build. Those are build. So you have, every character has 8 unique things, well, not unique, but they have a unique loadout. So they have 8 different things they can build. So there are different build materials. There's stone, metal, and wood. And I think some characters have sticks as well. So hold on, another enemy has appeared. Let me go ahead and just, it's not a big deal, I'll let him, but I'm not going to let him kill my friends, No, my friends! I fight for my friends. Minna, mitte kure. Okay. Daijoubu desu ka? There's my anime vocabulary. So you have 8. Every character has 8 different things they can build, and then that's why it's good to team up because you have access to more structures that you can build if you have more characters with you. The lower quality structures that you can build cost less materials. Like if you build something out of sticks, obviously you'll be able to build those things faster. So if you find that it's getting close to nighttime and you don't have enough materials, say you have a character that builds stuff out of stone. Well, it's difficult to get stone, so you're not going to be able to build a whole cabin. So you're in a very, very bad position. But you might have a character who builds things out of sticks. So you think, just build something, build anything, so we have some safety for the nighttime. So that's why it's good to have different characters who have different loadouts for their builds. You have 8 different inventory items. I'll press R. You have access to 4 different weapons. Those will be your weapons, and then these are 2 different special abilities. They might be healing. They might be special attacks that damage all the enemies. Can you die, please? There is a jump button in this game as well. So yeah, unfortunately, it's so frustrating because this game really relied on the Wii remote and those sort of things. So I need to fix that jumping animation. It's just super wonky. I'm standing on my friends' heads. This is madness. So yeah, and you'll be able to. I need to adjust the builds. So I'm stuck in this area because I don't have other controllers synced up right now, so my friends are stuck. I can't let my friends die. I have to protect them, even though this is, and there will be adjustable camera angles as well. It's just not here right now. Yeah, I haven't programmed the logic for that. So after I submit Guardians and Metal Exterminators and Undertakers, I'll be working on this, and it should take about. I mean, I want to say realistically 2 to 3 weeks, and I can finish making everything functional, and then we can get the launch day build ready, and then it will need some significant testing. But this is a game where I want to, over time, continually update it and add more content and add more improvements and things like that. But there will be a ton of playable characters in this from the Code Linker, so please look forward to the significant amount of Code Linker content that will be available here. Steven, what's causing it to keep crashing, or is that something you're doing on purpose? Had a phone call, so I missed the past half hour. So I'm going to do a Tommy Tellerico, and I'll say, I was crashing it on purpose. I was making it crash on purpose to troll you guys, and I just wanted to see if anyone would notice, but I didn't think anyone would actually notice, because I think people are actual idiots. So, yeah, there we go. There's my Tommy Tellerico answer to that. I made it crash on purpose, because I wanted to see who would notice. No, so what crashed in Undertakers was there's some faulty logic when I was picking up items. So say for example I picked up a build material or a healing item. There's some faulty logic where the game is asking for something and I haven't told the game where that object is. So if I say add this to this particular inventory spot, but if I've done something to where the inventory spot doesn't exist, then the game will say, well, I don't know, man. I don't know what you want from me. You've told me to look for this thing. It's not even there. I don't even know. I'm just going to give up. I'm going to lie down and give up. And that's what the game engine is doing when it crashes. Is it's you've asked for something that doesn't make any sense to it. It's kind of like you tell someone, like you've gotten in the car, right? And like you're with a friend or family member, and you're like, oh man, I left my other keys. Can you grab my other keys? It's just on the kitchen table. And then they go, okay, sure, I'll go into the house. You stay here in the car. I'm dead. Yes. All right. This is great. This is the new internet trend. Faceplant surfing, or just face planting. Plant surfing. Because you face planted. So this is the new internet trend. Everyone's doing it. I'm kind of sick of seeing tons of people in workplaces doing this on TikTok. It's just like you can't even stop people from plant surfing. But it's the new trend, And I thought this would be a cool Easter egg to have in my game because I'm just a slave to. I'm gonna press the B button and see if I can attack. Let's see what's going on here. Ha! No! Oh, this is sad. Look at this. I can get up and attack, and then I just die again instantly. So again, because I was taking this from the Wii U, this game was made explicitly for the Wii U, and I haven't had the time to do significant porting work. So a lot of the logic is just messed up right now because now it's running on the Switch. So I'm plant surfing, and I'm like trying to attack one more time and dying, so that's really sad. So I did this on purpose just to troll you guys. I just wanted to see who would notice. Green Knight, I bet your mom is very proud. My mom is very awesome. She is super cool, and I think she's proud of me. Okay, guys, so I'm actually going to be developing games for KaiOS. It is a sort of how would I say? It's a high efficiency operating system for mobile devices, and there's a market there. I was sort of looking at their app market, their app store, and there isn't. I think there's a lot of fun that people can have with KaiOS devices, and I didn't see anything on the game app store that was really fulfilling the potential of what that platform can do. And I'm looking at the scale of that device, and I've started learning to develop for it. I've set up a work environment for that. I'm now learning Defold, and I am able to create games in Defold. I'm learning Lua, because I'll be creating games for the Playdate as well. So I can, within like 2 days, 1 to 2 days, I can create just like full games for KaiOS and then have ad monetization in there and reach a market that I wasn't previously reaching. So I'll be doing that. I'll be using non-Silverfall's IP for that. So I will be making just a ton of games for KaiOS, and that will be a good way to bring revenue into my studio, because right now KaiOS has a a 1.1% market share, and there is a user base for it. There are, millions of people around the world that are using KaiOS devices. So if I can get a bunch of games out that are actually fun, that have quality and depth to them, and there's a reason for people to actually play the games, and they're fun, then I'll be able to support my studio that way. My friends! Oh no, Dodger's still alive. Dodger's still good. I think... Is Moss dead? This is Dodger here. So I think Moss and Dodger are still alive and everyone else is dead. Forgive me, my friends. Oh, my friends. Don't ask me. What your sacrifice was for. Empty chairs and empty tables, where my friends will meet no more. There's my Les Mis, because my friends are all dead. Okay, well, let's switch back to Guardians and Metal Exterminators. Alright, so there's an early look at Gaiden. Again, I hope you understand that's because I was porting this from the Wii U, and it's early in the porting process, even though the game is pretty far along. Which you'll be able to build. It's like a combination of Ruby River and Gaiden Deathly Delusion Destroyer. So I hope you're looking forward to that. Barry, good to see you. Thanks for coming to hang out. That was a Tommy Tallarico reference with a record of the number of games he worked on. Every time someone asked him if he was working on a game, his answer was yes. Anytime anyone said, hey, do you think you'll ever make a movie for this? He would say, yeah, we're already doing it. It's like, it's okay to say no. I'm not here to be critical and be disparaging of other people, but maybe be more honest with people. And don't put imaginary food on your plate, because if your plate's full of imaginary food, you're going to have a hard time determining what you should be working on. The lawn dart works now, so it's no longer broken. Okay, so what we are going to try to do is we're just going to quickly earn some money, and I need to add a skill to one of my weapons so I can see what happens, because I need to take notes on if there's anything broken with it. So right now, Oxa is my... Again, there's a glitch. This is on page 2. So Oxa's story is 60%. She's got some pretty good stuff. I have a flame spray, but it's not really that good. I might switch out the flame spray. So you want to press plus. That will open your menu. I'll press A, and I might just take a shotgun, guys. Let's see, I have electric balloon, boosts the power of electric weapons. That's useful for Gold, obviously, because his electro blaster is electric. So that's not useful for Oxa. The cattle, if you get a cattle prod, the cattle prod is electric, so that applies to the cattle prod as well. So let's see, I do like the space sword. What do we got? Camp knife, boost power by 50% after picking up an item. That's really good. Oh, that's so good. I want a good shotgun though. Let's check the other shotgun. Armor boost. That one is pretty good too, because that gives you more armor. So I'm gonna be honest. Sometimes I get stuck during testing because I get lost in the sauce. I design my games in a way to where I would want to play it, where it's fun to just get lost in it for a while, where you feel like you're not wasting time and you feel absorbed when you're looking at this thing. If I just do one more mission, maybe I could get another weapon with another really good skill on it. That is how I approach my games, is that it's fun to just keep trying to find more. And then you get lost in, because you get to think about how your skills and your character's strengths all come into play together. I'm just going to take a shotgun for now. I'm not going to buy a temporary weapon because I want to save up money. You know what? I think I had a weapon earlier where I think I picked up skill tokens. I picked up moose tokens. I think I gave it to someone and forgot who. Destructive vampire. I must have given it to someone. Okay, what I will do is go ahead, defeat how many? All right, everyone, we're just going to chill for a while. Don't step on the flowers. You'll catch holy hell. Okay, don't step on those, or you're not going to get the bonus. Let's just kill 40 enemies. We're going in. You can see I got the +2 on my shield, on my arm. Oh, dang. Ow. You see the new enemy? Just knocks the crap out of you. So that's the... Oh. Yeah, guys, I think I'm going to get killed here. So, again, this is a little bit of a spoiler. Look away if you don't want to get spoiled, because there are new enemies here. I'll zoom in. Those guys just knock you back. They do have a lot of knockback. Okay, cool. I got rid of that guy. So that's called the heart core. He's got a heart at his core. I think I might just look for a healing item at this point. Oh, I'm going to add muzzle flashes to the guns on the 3DS version. I absolutely did not. These guys are so annoying. But you can see they add something new to battles. It's so annoying. No. Oh, man, he almost pushed me into the flowers. No! Okay, so this is kind of annoying, which is why it's important to use your shield. The game has a very pronounced shield mechanic for a reason. So the dynamite effect needs updating. There we go. I'm going to use this trap here. I'm just going to hope that there's health items somewhere, because I actually want to earn a ton of money. I mean moose tokens. Please, no. Okay, I've got 3 shield left, which is alright. So, was anyone here... Anyone in the chat, was anyone here when I was sculpting these new cryptids like the heart core? The heart core was so tough because I was not sure about the idea. Because I had the idea in my head and I was thinking, like, visually, this is the only cryptid design where I was not sure if it was actually going to work. Barry. Lol, the Society in Ireland finished Les Mis Student Edition tonight. Hey, that's cool. I saw Les Mis a couple weeks ago, and it was so fantastic at my local theater. Everyone, please support your local theater if you can. I've depleted my shield energy. It's all gone. I'm not seeing any health items here. I'm going to get killed. I am going to get killed. Please, no. If only I had some vases, I could recover some energy. I'm so pleased with how this creature turned out. You see that guy? Ah! I'm gonna take you down with me. Please die. Ow. Man, I need a faster gun. I need to increase my attack speed. I just need to kill some guys so I can get some tokens here. I'm not going to make it, guys. No, he pushed me into the flowers. Oh, you. I'm not going to get the bonus, but I'm going to get killed. But you still get experience points when you get killed anyway, so it's alright, you know. Okay. That's okay. 30 moose tokens is okay. That's okay. Barry, these look amazing, man. I need that early hands-on. Well, hey, I'll see if I can sort that out for you. So let's see how many tokens I've got now. I need to get the 120, is it? 150. Okay, look, if I don't fail the next mission, I should be okay. Oh, cool. I'm refilling generators. This will be easy. Nice. Kazaya Malik. Hey, thanks for coming to hang out. Flower Scissor Guy is a cool design. Thanks for that. I'm glad you like that. I'm a massive fan of monster and horror movies. And so I just, you know, I just enjoy making monsters so much. So the Flower Scissor Guy is designed to combine elements from all the other metal exterminators. So there's a couple different metal exterminators. You have this guy. Again, you can call them whatever you want. There's this metal exterminator. Guys, come on, I'm talking on my stream and you're hitting me here. You have the spiky dudes who can put your eyeball out. And then you have those rolling guys, which you saw earlier. They're called the heart core because they have a heart in the middle. And then the flower scissor guys, they're called bifurcators. And they combine visual elements, so it's kind of like, because, okay, here's kind of the thing, right? He's the very last cryptid that I designed for this game, and he's I kind of think of him as like the DLC monster because he's the coolest one now, and it's like, oh, I've had more time to work on this creature than I've had on the other ones, so I'm just gonna make him as cool as possible now. And you know how video games and anime have power creep? I think this monster has coolness creep because I think he's just cooler than the other ones. And he combines the visual elements of all the other ones. So like in terms of lore and like the story, there's a reason why he's sort of culminating all the different parts. And then also from like a DLC standpoint, he's like, oh yeah, he's the coolest one now because he's the newest one. He was the last one added to the game. Now he's the coolest one. So I approached it from those different aspects. Okay, I just need one more generator. Oh, I do need to kill some guys though. Sorry. Ow. Well, I've got a lot of armor energy now. I gotta kill some guys so I can get some experience points. See, look, they get stuck behind the fence, but you know what? That's viable. Do it. You know, you're free to do that. And I approach my game design as a gamer as well, in that I know that the other environments can make it very difficult to deal with enemies. And so this ranch area is specifically set up so you can cheese the enemies by getting them stuck on fences, which is something that I think would happen if you were to fight, these sort of cryptids in real life anyway, is you would use the fence as a kind of a barricade to give yourself an advantage. So why shouldn't that be a viable gameplay approach? And so you can use the fences to keep yourself safe and just defeat enemies so you can build up your experience points. So that's kind of, well, not kind of, that's actively how I approach my design for my design decisions. So I need to get gasoline, and then there's one down there. Ow! Okay, so I genuinely don't actually want to die here. I do want to focus on finding some fuel and then getting that generator because I do want my moose tokens, so please leave me alone. Okay, I need to upgrade my character movement speed because this is too slow. I'm going to use my shield here. Please back off. Cool, got a bit of space there. I have one special attack left. I got 10 shield. Ox is really good with shield. I think my loadout is good for giving me shield energy as well, or armor. There we go, we're good. Okay, so I just need to get some space, please. That guy could punch my eyeball right out. Okay, I'm gonna check the southeast section of the map. Can I kill these guys? If I can just get them caught there. So I need to figure out why that guy is moving without rolling. Something's wrong with his animation logic. That he's rolling. So I need to take notes on that. I'll take the notes later. Someone can remind me so I don't forget. Oh, I don't want to get killed here. I'm going to let those guys stay stuck on the fence. It's a viable strategy. It's designed that way so you can pick them off. The crow should be able to go over. I'm not sure why the crow isn't going over there, so we'll have to make a note of that. I don't want to step on the flowers. Yes, yes, yes. All right, so we can end the mission anytime we want now. I just need to put the fuel in the generator. So what I'll do is I'll just pick these guys off and get my experience points. Oh, that crow just swung right around, is gonna mess things up. Die, monster. You don't belong in this world. Guys, I think I'm gonna get a lot of moose tokens from this. Oh no, we got the spiky guy. Shield, shield. Oh, he got over somehow. Okay, he just overshot his attack. Cool. Anyway, I don't want to die. I'll end the mission. What do we got? 52 tokens. Cool. Cool, 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 cool. We're good. Alright, what do we got? Explosive expert on the pickaxe. Nice. How many tokens have we got? 108. Oh, man. We need 42 more. I think one more mission. Okay, so we'll do one mission. You know what? We'll do an event here. So we'll level up a little. How many? What's my experience points here? Okay, so I want to improve my movement speed. I got good EXP. We'll do attack speed. Okay. I'll move out of the way. You guys can enjoy the event. There probably won't be any spoilers here. Look, it's just not right for a gentleman to leave a lady stranded. Is that an apology? Hey, I'm trying to make things right, okay? I can't just leave you here. With all these monsters. Why the change of heart? What's the matter, alright? Just let me help you. You're not too proud for that, are you? I just want to protect the ranch, alright? I can't let anything bad happen here. You don't gotta explain it to me. Let's just get the job done. Okay, I'm an official voice actor. That was official voice acting. That wasn't me doing it just now. That's the voice acting that's in the game now. So the game will have full voice acting as well. Didn't feel ergonomically right for the 3DS. Yeah, you know, I think the Switch is just such a great form factor and it's so much more comfortable. So I'm really looking forward to for people being able to enjoy this. Put the video on. Well, let's do another. I have enough experience points. Let's do another event. I want to level up my. I'll do my cryo shield. Yeah. Okay. So what's going on here? We'll do... How much experience points do I have? Oh no! Oh, I've used up all my experience points. Oh no! Let me see if one of my other characters has experience points. Gold might have experience points. Oops. Hold on. Because it goes to page 2. I need to fix that. Okay, here we go. Upgrade. It selected Wilma again. Page 1. Gold. Yes, okay. I have some experience points. I'll pick the cheapest stuff. 60, 30... 30? Anything else that's like 30? Oh, I don't want to waste it on toughness, though. So toughness is... Well, actually, toughness is useful. So toughness is when you get hit, the higher toughness you have, the less stun time and the less knockback you have. So it's pretty useful. Okay. Come on. Yes. Oh, no, I don't think there's anyone. I don't think there's... Oh, he's alone in this event. Okay. Hello! Is there anyone there? I don't want to be alone. Monsters! There's so many of them! No way! I gotta get out of here! Leave me alone, you freaks! Exterminators can now be selected as playable character. Oh, hey, yeah, we get, Who do we got? We can get, Exterminators. Guardians? Exterminators? Yeah, we can get spikes now. We can do spikes. I clipped that. Laura and I are going to play some Skylanders, but realized we had a missing nunchuck. Luckily, Game Store was still open, and we picked up a new set. Which one are you playing? I will join you. Wait! Don't open that door! Big Skylanders fan. I will join you. I have my shelves and some displays set up, so if I play any of the games in any of the series, I can grab the right ones and use them. Okay, let's get some experience points. Let's get another event for Oxa. I think she'll get another event soon. Oops. Yeah. I will have to fix that. That's being a little wonky, so I'll fix that. Okay, let's just go in. Again, we just want to make some money, some moose tokens. What do we got? Defeat 10 enemies. Piece of cake. We got this, guys. We got it. Don't break vases. Oh, no. Enemies can break the vases, so don't fight around the vases. Vase? Vases. Vase? Vase. Why? Whoa, I've got a lot of armor. Yeah, take that. I'm shielding all day, baby. I'm shielding all day long. These are the slowest weapons, so I don't even get to do combos. It's so sluggish. This is why it's good to have your smaller weapons, because your smaller weapons let you combo. Or you can just equip a bunch of different guns. If you have like guns on 3 different slots, you can just go ham. The obnoxious chip damage that comes from the spiky guys is just like, it's just like a slap in the face. It doesn't do any like significant damage, but the stun time, like he can cancel your attacks if you've got attacks coming out. He can ruin your combos. So yeah. Oh, don't go near the phases. Gosh, right in the eyeball. Oh, I hate these spiky guys. It just gets you right in the eye. And it's funny because I specifically designed, in many of the Silver Falls games, you'll see that I generally do have smaller enemies like that, where they're not threatening in terms of the damage that they deal, but they're threatening in terms of the logistical challenge they pose. For example, like the bunnies or the rabbits in 3 Down Stars that have radiation, and then they flinch you repeatedly, you won't be able to fight the other enemies if you keep getting flinched by the rabbits that have radiation on them, and the crows have radiation too, and that's sort of the angle that I was approaching it. Yes, so I can get the upgrade. I think I can get another event for leveling up as well. So let's go ahead and so first we'll check if there's any issues now. So let me just check my shotgun because I want to see if that's one that I want to keep. So let me check my shotgun. This boosts the max armor by 2. I might just pick something else. That's ridiculous. It boosts the damage of gun weapons by 30. That's a good one. So you would give that to... Oh, if Winnie had that... That's a good one. Yes, I want that. Oh, this one already has a skill too. That bandit armor, you get moose tokens when you block an attack. That's a really good weapon. See, I'm getting sucked into it. And this was my approach when making this game, is just get sucked into this whole thing. It's really fun, you know. You get the cool weapons that are all different, you have the skills, and then when you use a vending machine you can attach a new random skill to it. So let me just find a good one. Let's see, sledgehammer, destructive armor, explosive expert, flamethrower. This is, I like that. I'll put a skill on that. So you equip the weapon you want to attach a skill to. I'm going to drop down to that. So you can press A to upgrade it and increase the level, which I will do later. I'm kind of like remembering how much fun I had making this game, actually. Being able to level up all your weapons and everything. Okay, I'm going to add a skill. I'm going to press R. We need to see what happens. I need to take a note if anything goes wrong. So I press R. I got to get off screen here. A new skill added. Life boost. Okay. Yeah, sure. Yeah. That's fine. That's good. Okay. So I do have a new skill. So let's see what it says. It says, so it still has its original skill, but we just paid the 150 moose tokens, and now it has life boost, and it boosts the maximum health by 20, which is basically another, you have your health blocks over this, basically having another health block. So, yeah, nice. I'm cool with that. That was a good random skill to get. So that's, I really like this flamethrower now, so I'll keep that flamethrower. So let's try to enhance our stats. We'll upgrade our stats here. What would be a good one? So I don't know why my armor was so high, because my armor was at 22 when I went into the mission. I need to see what the deal is with that, because that is weird that I had so much armor. Let me see. Put that on my notes. Armor too much? Question mark. Alright, so let's go ahead and I have... How much? I have 88 EXP. Let me just pick something cheap here.
60, 50, 150, 30. Okay. 30, 60, 90, 60, 50. Okay.
Winnie! Winnie! What are you doing here? Oh, hello there, Oxa. I was looking for Owl. He was supposed to be home hours ago. Last I heard, he said he was going to talk to his uncle about something. But you know they're not exactly on speaking terms.
What? My green screen is messing up the text there.
I know, especially after they nearly punched each other out at the last Moose Steak Festival. Why would Owl swallow his pride and come all the way here to the ranch? I know, it must be my fault. Things haven't been good at work for either of us lately. I've been talking about leaving that leaky shed we call a house and moving somewhere closer to town. He must have felt guilty for not being able to afford to move us, so he went to his uncle to ask for help. God is a generous man with a good family. If it wasn't for them, my mom...
I was using the wrong voice.
I know, dearie, I know, but I shouldn't have pushed Owl so much. I haven't seen Owl around here lately. But it's real dangerous here. There are these weird creatures running around. I can't let them ruin the ranch. Well, Oxa, I can't go home until I find my dear husband and make sure he's safe. I'll help you look for him.
Great. Okay, we did it. That doesn't unlock Winnie yet. Winnie's not... Oh, it's gold. Gold unlocks Winnie. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. The Bear Army. Playing the extra levels in the original one with the landmark pieces. Nice. Very nice. Kazaya, are any of your games available on the PlayStation Store? Right now, no. I don't have anything on the PlayStation Store. And Silver Falls will remain Nintendo exclusive. But I do have other IP that I will be launching soon that are brand new. They're not Silver Falls games, but they are games that I can bring to other platforms as I have no intentions to keep those platform exclusive. I just want to reach the most amount of people as possible. So I hope you're looking forward to that. So let's go ahead and switch over to gold and see if we can just get anything interesting going on here. So we got that shotgun, don't we? Okay. Let's get it. Come on, a good mission. Use 4 pickup weapons. Nice. Okay, so we just got to kill some dudes and use... See, look, my special attack energy is at 23. So I think what's going on is... I've got no idea. I've got no idea why it's gone up to 23. I can only think that it's trying to heal when it's starting the mission. And then for some reason, it's healing well beyond the maximum that character's shield should be. So I guess I'm going to have to... Hey, they don't have a lot of health, these guys. I can just get a bunch of... I'm going to farm for experience points. Alright, it's farming time, guys. It's farming time. Sweet. It's nice having 2 long-range weapons because you can combo between them, because you can cancel the end lag from one into the other. Alright, great. Yes, take that. Oh, I think this is one of the new tracks playing. I'm gonna turn up the volume a little bit. I can't hear it, but I can see that the music is quieter, which tells me it's one of the newer tracks, because I need to balance the audio. So here we are. I don't know what's playing right now. No! Okay, some health. Put down a trap here. Okay, that's one weapon used. Ow. Let's see. There is technically a Silver Falls game on PlayStation, the free homebrew game Silver Falls Survive on Vita. Yeah, I make free homebrew games. They're unofficial, but that's, so they don't count as being a, official release. It's just a way to create something free and fun for people. It's fun for me to be able to create games on legacy platforms, but it's also a way for me to thank people for supporting me, for buying my games. I won't be able to just keep launching games all the time commercially because it's such a demanding process and endeavor to create these games, and they're Silver Falls games are not small. There's a significant amount of work that goes into them, but with the homebrew games, I can sort of release them in public beta and people can help test. I can make smaller games if they're homebrew, and it's just a fun way to thank people for supporting me as a developer. Okay. I've only used one pickup weapon so far, I think. Well, I gotta be careful. They're actually doing a lot of damage to me right now. So here's one. I got one. Okay. Drop that. Now I just need two more. Oh, check that out. So you see, there's no normal data or specular data on the shipping container, so I will have to fix that. Ow. Okay, so I don't want to die. I do want to complete this mission. So I'm just gonna run my sweet little gold behind right on out of danger. I'm just gonna look for some weapons. Please leave me. I'd like to level up now. Here's one funny spot where the camera can go inside the barn. Gotta do something about that, What is this? Health! Thank you, I need that. Oh, thank goodness. Leave me, please. Okay. Look, I have a ton of armor right now because the game has a weird glitch where it's just giving me tons of armor. So I'm gonna take it. Alright, we'll drop it. Crap. Ow, please. I think gold actually has a pretty good attack system. So there's the new playable cryptids are quite fun because their stat spread is different and weird. And then they have, their own setup with their abilities and their attacks as well. So that's fun. Okay. Now, how much more experience points do you think I should go for? What if I don't step on $100? We're good. Well, I got a good combo on that guy. These weapons are not good for building up my combo power. You can see I'm only getting to like 110. I'm gonna wrap this up. I think we have enough to level him up one more time. What's so fun is getting fast firearms and then figuring out a good rhythm for your combos and then just like unloading on it. I think that's why people like Winnie so much. She's such a good firearms character. But I am going to tone her down a little bit because I think she's too much of a wrecking force. So Winnie's her what do they call it? Firearm expert? It's going to tone down just a little. Yeah, I got 138% on my moves tokens in my EXP. Something good. Bow, weight training, power. So I think you have to get rid of all your armor. When your armor reaches 0, your power goes up. Just check that. Bow. Boost character power by 2 after armor is depleted. Pretty cool. Okay, let's go ahead and upgrade. Let's see. I'll increase my attack speed. Oh, am I? Okay, cool. And power? Cool. My ringtone is still strong as an ox or whatever Ox's song's called. No way! That's really cool, thanks. Steven, don't nerf one-shot Winnie. Look, she's still going to be crazy powerful. It'll just be... You'll just have to level up the move more in order to get her to that powerful state again. Okay. Here we go. This is official. This is the official voice acting for Silver Falls. This is official. This is canon. Gee whiz, who did all that shooting?
Hello, dearie. Are you okay there?
I'm fine. Thanks for the help. My name's Gold Prospector.
I'm Winnie. So how did you end up here, anyway?
I was on a date with this gal, Oxa, but she's crazy. She refuses to leave the ranch. Oxa said she'll fight all these weird creatures. She's crazy.
Oxa? Oxa Moskova? Where is she?
She's back there, protecting the animals, acting like some big shot. Why? Do you know her?
Oxa has been my niece's best friend since they were little kids. My niece, her family runs the Allardyce Farm's business.
That's nice. Is she crazy like Oxa? Willing to die to protect her workplace like that?
Oxa doesn't just work at Allardyce Farms as an employee. A couple years ago, Oxa's mom got real sick. The kind where the medicine makes you hurt bad. The medicine saved her mom's life, but it was the kind of expensive that normal folks can't afford. Gull Allardyce's family paid for Oxa's mom's treatments. Oxa asked for help, and they didn't even hesitate. The Allardyce family sat with Oxa in the hospital as Oxa's mother cried through the pain of her treatments. This ranch is the livelihood of Allardyce Farms. Oxa knows how important this place is to them.
But there's so many of those monsters. She'll get herself killed out there. It just wouldn't be right. She can't fight all those monsters alone. Winnie has joined the party. Okay, that was official. That was the take that I'm going with. I'm putting that voice acting directly in the game. Fully voice acted, because I know that people expect modern AAA games to have voice acting, and I want my games to be able to meet those AAA expectations. So I want to make sure my games are fully voice acted. I won't use AI for the voice acting, so it'll just be me. But yeah, look, it's AAA now. It's got voice acting. That's what you wanted. You wanted AAA voice acting. So there it is. Okay, so yeah, that was pretty fun. There was something I made a mental note of, and I forgot to write it down. So, what did I need to make a mental note of? Oh, actually, yeah. Oof, this is annoying. I think I actually need to redo all the animations, because the original animations were set up for characters with 3 finger bones and not 5 finger bones. So I need to redo all the animations, which is kind of annoying, but I'm going to have to do it. Anyway, yeah, we got Winnie. Let's go ahead and make sure her character works okay. Gun Expert is so good. So I have a visual glitch here. Have a look at the feet. I didn't want to say it like that. Have a look at the feet. You can see that there's polygonal issues. There's a problem with her animations. She's moving too. Her animations, walk animation, playing too fast. So let's go ahead and make a note of that. And she has some polygonal bleeding, or blend weight bleeding. So I'll fix that today. Winnie, polygonal blend weight bleeding. Walk animation too fast. Walk animation too fast. Gotta fix that right up. So if I run into a mission, I will show you exactly what's wrong here. Let's just go ahead and give her a shoot gun. Do we have another shoot gun? We'll give her a shoot gun. We can see what's wrong. And then we'll wrap up the stream pretty soon here, because I've got to get back. I've taken enough notes for now, and I really need to get back to development now. So we'll zoom in. And you can can see the polygons are have some sort of warping, and that's because her left foot bones are trying to influence her right foot bones. Dude, come on, I'm talking here. So I will have to fix that. Ow. Don't break the vases, which is like difficult when you're using a gun character. Oh man, Winnie's so strong! she's just a powerhouse though, so like I got hit twice and I'm gonna die and all my health is gone. But she does so much damage. Can I just get some health? Okay, so I got my shield activated. Is that health? No, that's a weapon. I'm dead. I do get some stuff though. Okay. So, anyway, I hope you're looking forward to the upcoming game. I hope you've enjoyed the soundtrack and all the stuff that I've shared. And thanks for hanging out with me, everyone. It's been a lot of fun. We can sort of chill and hang out a little bit for a few minutes. And we'll just relax and chill. I'm done testing for a while, so I'll take a break from the computer screens and stretch my eyeballs. Then I'm in the studio now, so I'll gotta hop back into the office. I did a ton of notes during the live stream today, so I'll have to address everything that I took notes on. And that's kind of the testing process. So, yeah, I'm very happy with how this is turning out. I'm happy with the improvements that I can make to the game, and I'm just so happy that people are enjoying Silver Falls. So, yeah, we'll just one last time. We'll just we'll have a look at the characters sort of at this screen here, so you can sort of have a look, and you can really get a look at how the characters have improved in terms of the visuals and the presentation. So you can see there's, you know, her clothes are highly detailed. Now you can see the threads in the fabric, you know, and you can kind of even see the pores in their skin on their face. And again, this runs better than it looks. It's running through a capture card, which is not so great. It's not the strongest capture card. Oh, you know what? How about we do, before I check out, how about we do a code linker? We'll do a code linker and I'll get some characters in there and then we'll see what they look like. How about that? Okay, let's do that. So I'll have to do this off screen. So we can chat, we'll hang out, and then I will wrap up the stream in a few minutes here. But before we wrap up, we'll do the code linker, get some characters in there, and then I'll show you what some of the other characters look like in HD. Okay, let me get my code linker tool. Code linker tool. So which characters do I want to? I'll pick 3. Okay. Code linker. Oh, you know what? I haven't finished, so it's using the code linker logic, the input system from the 3DS, and I haven't finished reprogramming it for the Switch. So I won't be able to do code linker. I'm gonna put that in my notes now. I need to reprogram the UI for the code linker. So unfortunately, I wanted to show you Wood Wheeler, Carn de Lance, and Bull Brandish. I wanted to show you those guys, but unfortunately I can't right now, so I have to reprogram the code linker menu because I actually can't access the code linker right now. Okay, I will put that in my notes. Here we go. I program code linker interface. It'll be fun and interesting. Okay, so I might have to grab some of the logic from episode Prelude to help me out with that. Okay, so Steven. Man, you mentioned Vicarious Brothers in the description just to taunt us with the 3DS game we'll never get to play. Sorry? As a gamer, it frustrates me in a beautiful way that I will never get to play Resident Evil 0 for the N64. That's one of my favorite Resident Evils. And it's this beautiful pain that I just realized I accidentally brought onto other people with Vicarious Brothers. And I didn't mean to, obviously. It's frustrating and beautiful in a way. The fact that this thing that I'd been experiencing and really frustrates me is I accidentally brought it onto other people is very like a Twilight Zone sort of situation, isn't it? So yeah, unfortunately I can't distribute that. Maybe one day if there's like a, I don't know, like a mysterious, like, you know how they like there's server leaks, or I don't know how any of that stuff works, but then sometimes you find like a Star Fox 2 situation. I don't know, maybe it'll pop up somewhere, but I can't distribute it. And I don't want to show it off that much. I mentioned it last night because I was looking at my my development 3DS because I need to compare things from the original Guardians of Metal Exterminators. I need to compare it to the new one. I was looking at references at what I was doing with the user interface, and Vicarious Brothers showed up, and it made me sad. It made me sad that I couldn't get this game out to people. But I generally don't want to really show stuff from that because it's just going to make people want it on the 3DS even more when I'm bringing the game to the Switch eventually. So right now it's low priority because the other games are, in terms of what I want to do with the story and the characters that I want people to spend time with and the stories that I'm focusing on right now, the other games are more important than Vicarious Brothers. So I'll be focusing on those other ones for now. It could mysteriously leak. I don't know. It wouldn't be me, you know. It'd be, I don't know who like hacks into servers or whatnot, but yeah. I'm going to be extremely careful with all the stuff. I'm trying to like scrub any traces of like any sort of distribution and remote testing. I'm trying to make sure I've addressed all those loose ends and whatnot. So yeah, but it will be so fun, you know, because I've never made a game like Vicarious Brothers. I always want to try something interesting, not just for you guys, but for me. And being able to make that sort of Virtual Boy dungeon crawler, which is an RPG. I'm a massive RPG guy, so being able to do that and paying homage to the spirit of the Virtual Boy was so much fun that it's a bummer that I couldn't bring that out to you guys, but you know, we'll still get to enjoy it on the Switch eventually, which will be very fun. Anyway, it's been great hanging out with everyone, so we'll wrap things up. Had a lot of fun hanging out. I'm just going to catch my breath, then I'm heading back into the office, and then I'll be addressing all the stuff that we took notes on today. Basically, once I address all that stuff, the game is basically ready to submit to Nintendo. So we'll be doing that, and hopefully, you know, because Christmas time is so busy, we probably are looking at a very early 2014 launch. I would have been really irritated if the mission was like, don't destroy vases, and then that crow just walked right in and dive-bombed my mother's antique vase. Green Knight, keep up the good work. Looking forward to your future works. Hey, thanks for hanging out, Green Knight. Because I am Alec. It's been awesome hanging out with everyone. It's been a lot of fun. So thank you to everyone. Take care. I'll do more videos soon, sort of sharing more stuff, and then I'll let you know when this is all wrapped up. Whoa, he jumped right over that fence, didn't he? So, ow. Yeah, please take care of yourselves. And I'll let you know about the upcoming releases. I'm trying to launch these games as soon as possible, and as you can see, just needs a bit more polish, and then it's ready to go. So, thanks for hanging out, everyone. It's been a lot of fun. Take care of yourselves. We'll see you in more videos. We'll see you in the Discord. We'll see you in another stream next time. See you, Steven. We'll see you in the Discord. Thanks, everyone. Take care.